Washington. Douglas, yesterday, as former President Donald Trump was found liable of sexual abuse, I happened to see a video of George Santos, and I thought, wait a second, is he still in Congress? What's happening with the investigation into him? And then, bam, these charges come down. This is serious. What exactly is being alleged here?
It is a very serious indictment of 13 different counts stemming from wire fraud to theft of campaign funds to lying on financial forms before the House of Representatives that could land him with up to 20 years in prison. We all have always known, ever since George Santos was elected, that he has been a compulsive, pathological liar that lied to get into Congress, but we never knew just how serious some of these lies and falsehoods have been. And DOJ did an investigation. They wrapped it up fairly quickly because they said that this was low-hanging fruit on many of these things. None of this was intricate or difficult to unpack, but it was fairly brazen and simplistic in nature, and they were able to turn out indictments relatively quickly. So I imagine this is going to move forward, and this really puts Speaker McCarthy in an awkward position, being that he only has a 4-vote majority in the House of Representatives.
Exactly, and the Republican leadership in the House has been pressed time and time again. Why is George Santos still in the House after admitting to lying about all of these points in his background? There's been a cloud of suspicion around him for a very long time. And the leadership has said, okay, well, he hasn't been charged with a crime. Now he has. Do you think they're actually going to act on this now?
Well, like I said, it puts him in a horrible position. Kevin McCarthy really needs Santos' vote on a lot of these critical votes to come before the House of Representatives. But just having him there really does play, it makes for a horrible look for the GOP to have their leading presidential candidate, Donald Trump, just get convicted and liable of rape of Eugene Carroll and sexual assault of Eugene Carroll, and now to have one of their most infamous members indicted on 13 different counts that look rock solid. This isn't the party of law and order anymore. This is a party of criminals. So this is really a bad look going into next year's presidential election, and it just creates a horrific image of a party that is trying to regain its footing in the White House and in Congress. So, if Kevin McCarthy had his wits about him, I would advise him to take a vote and get Santos out of there and just work with the 3 votes you got, because right now he's doing more damage than he is good.
Bad look, but this also says something about the United States and how low the bar is for official behavior now.
Well, it says something about the Republican Party. I don't know if it says anything about the United States. You remember on the Democratic side, there were some simple accusations swirling around Senator Al Franken, and then all the Democrats jumped in and pushed him to resign when the Republicans circled the wagons around Senator David Vitter, who had admittedly had sex with prostitutes. It really is a difference between the two parties. The two parties are not the same. But what's really stunning is that this guy was able to make it through the Republican vet in the primary, definitely, and the opposition research by the Democrats for that seat in New York. Really, the New York State Democratic Party really is looking like a bunch of Keystone Cops here for not catching this stuff earlier.
You essentially have an admitted con artist in office. Douglas Sloan, great points. Really appreciate talking to you.
Thanks for having me.